What is up, guys? It is Christ.
And this is Magic Mike.
And welcome back to the channel. This is going 1 week exclusivity on Mike's channel, and then it is going to be coming to mine. So, this is 82nd All the Way by Sabaton. This is called the history version, but it's going to be pretty interesting. Now, I did react to the Amaranth song.
Same.
Well, he didn't react to it. He listened to it. I showed him to it. He loved it. But that video is probably already up on the channel. I haven't uploaded it yet, but it's probably going to be up by the time you're watching this. I absolutely love this song. I can totally tell it was a Sabaton song. And I said in the video that I wasn't going to get into a lyrical analysis. I was going to save that for the Sabaton one. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going a full, in-depth sort of look at 82nd All the Way, because it blew me away. 82nd All the Way was an amazing song by Amaranth. And what we're going to be doing at the end of this is we're going to be saying which version we like better. And his opinion is probably going to be different than mine. But then again, I could end up doing a flip-flop. I don't know.
Yep, we'll see.
As of right now, the Amaranth one is very impressive, and it's going to be hard to beat. But if there's anyone that's going to beat it, it's going to be the original artist of it, obviously.
Yeah.
But,
so, the 82nd Division, the song is about the 82nd Division Infantry and the unit of the United States Army during the Great War, World War I, and saw action in the Argonne Forest, the All-Americans, as they were called, the name because they had at least one soldier from all 48 states at that time. The song talks about Sergeant Alvin York of the deeds and earned him the U.S. Medal of Honor by charging German machine gun nest and taking the last one machine gun.
Taking at least one machine gun.
Yep, and capturing 132 German soldiers.
So it sounds like he was a war hero, is what it sounds like, which is pretty cool. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and check out 82nd All the Way. Now, like we said, this is the history version. I don't know how much different it's going to be compared to the original version, but I was like, that sounds pretty cool. We should check that one out.
Yep.
So without further ado, let's get started.
All men are forged from a single mold, but not all soldiers are equal. Sort them not by medals, nor by rank. The difference lies in their actions under pressure. Some men crumble, some men go far, some men go all the way.
I like how these smoke. This is good. I like this.
In the draft of 1917, a man from Tennessee. Overseas to the trenches he went, from the land of the brave. Into war he went through things along, a rifle and his faith. Joined the ranks as a private assigned to 338. There, on that day, Alvin York entered the fray, saving the day, 82nd all the way.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Into the fires of hell, they are gone, a hero to be.
Oh my God, it is amazing.
All the way from Tennessee into 123. When his faith has been put to the test, the call to arms he heeds. On the 8th of October he went, made a sergeant for his deeds. Fearless leading the raid of the war, machine gun on the hill. Charge the enemy, taking the prisoners by power of his will. There, on the day, Sergeant York entered the fray, saving the day, 82nd all the way. Into the fires of hell, they are gone, a hero to be. Enter the war from over the sea. Intervene 1918, all the way from Tennessee into 123. What Sergeant York achieved that day would echo to the USA. It's 82nd all the way, and from above what they now say. What Sergeant York achieved that day echoes from France to the USA.
my god, what an amazing song.
Ooh, I got goosebumps.
I did
bro.
too. I have to say, I'm sorry, Amaranth. I love you. The Sabaton, there's... I feel bad saying this. There's no comparison. There's no comparison. I love you, Amaranth. I've been checking out tons of your stuff, but you can't beat the masters of their craft. Oh, man. Ooh, I did not expect to... I gotta be honest, I was expecting to like the Amaranth one more. I was 100%... I flipped on this song. I was expecting the Amaranth one to be better, because people in the comments were saying that the Amaranth one was better. No. I love Amaranth. I love their take on the song, but holy crap, you cannot beat this one. That chorus, oh my god, that chorus is to die for.
Oh yeah.
Holy crap, what a song.
Okay.
Let's talk. You want to do music or lyric analysis?
You know I'm best at lyrics, so I'll let you do the music.
Okay, so the great thing about this was just the amazing melody all throughout the song. It wasn't just the chorus was on another level. No, the entire song was on another level with just the melodies in the verses, in the pre-choruses, in the chorus. I think there was a bridge in here too, if I remember.
Yeah, there was a bridge.
Yeah, the bridge was also absolutely amazing. I love the riffs all the way through. There was like novation that was happening during some of the riffs, and it sounded absolutely amazing. And the almost choir sound they had in the chorus was just took it to a whole nother level.
I'm still getting goosebumps.
And the guitar solo, it wasn't that intricate, but it certainly fit the song. And this was definitely just a war anthem, which was amazing. A little bit of I guess something you don't know about me. My brother is actually going into the 82nd Airborne right now. I believe that's what it is, at least. So that's kind of cool. And I'm definitely going to be showing him this song, which is amazing. But yeah, that's my take on the music. Do you have anything to add to that particular part?
No, not really. Like, you covered all the bases, and I'm still getting goosebumps from this song, because you know I'm a big, history nut, and this right here...
This song just does everything. Like, I cannot stress how perfect this song is. From the storytelling aspect, to the historical aspect, to the music aspect, everything is 10 out of 10. I cannot rate this song. It is just absolutely, it's flawless. The song's flawless.
Real quick before we get into the music analysis, I accidentally stumbled upon Sabaton one time. I was just listening through music through Spotify, and I heard this song, I think it was Spartan.
I think you showed me that one. Yeah, it was a good song.
Oh my, ooh! As soon as I saw that one, I started looking more into them, and this is a really good band group.
Now, the reason I haven't really been reacting to Sabaton is because I've gotten some copyright blocks from them. Hopefully that doesn't happen with this. But I've gotten some from Blind Guardian as well as Sabaton, which is... It's unfortunate because Sabaton is such an amazing band. I think I like Sabaton more than Blind Guardian, but Blind Guardian's good too. And just ever since... I've gotten like 5 copyright blocks from Blind Guardian, so that's the reason they haven't been on my channel. But there's a few Sabaton.
So let's get into the lyrical analysis here. So verse 1. In the draft of 1917, a man from Tennessee oversees the trenches he went. From the land of the free into war, he brought 2 things along, a rifle and his faith. Joined the ranks as private assigned to the 338th.
That's pretty cool.
So the draft for World War I did start, I think, was 1915 or 16, either one.
I know the U.S. was like reluctant to get into it for like the longest time. They didn't even join,
war,
I believe, until like almost towards
like
the
15th or 16th.
Yeah, it had been going on since, was it 1911 or something?
I can't remember.
But I think the United States was really hesitant on actually getting into it. And it took them a while to actually get into the Great War, as well as World War II, if I remember correctly.
It took Japan bombing us in World War II.
Yeah, so we didn't even join World War II until like the tail end. But yeah, so that's pretty cool. So I like how this is, it's put so easy so that anyone who didn't know anything about it could understand what this song is talking about. Overseas to the trenches he went. They did a lot of trench warfare back in World War I. I did know that. Yep. The land of the free, obviously talking about America. Into war, he brought 2 things along: a rifle and his faith, which is pretty cool. Obviously, if you're uncertain about whether you're going to survive something, you might want to have some sort of reassurance. To each their own. Whatever they want to believe in is the best way to put that.
Exactly.
But he, yeah, that's pretty cool. Which I actually don't know what the 338th is.
338th was an infantry division. that started off the war, and
Okay. York, he was actually assigned to the 328th, not the 338th. But still, I mean, it's a pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
So he started off in the infantry division, and they saw him doing good, and they moved him to the 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go on to the pre-chorus. There on that day, Alvin York entered the fray, saving the day, 82nd all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So they're talking about the day he stormed the machine gun's nest and captured
which is absolutely incredible.
132 German soldiers.
Which is absolutely incredible. Like,
yeah,
against all odds, you got to think that machine gun was probably mowing down everybody, and the fact that he was able to get up to that is like it's near impossible.
yes.
And the fact that he was able to do that was just absolutely insane.
And then chorus, into the fires of hell, the Argonne, the hero to be entered the war over
the war from overseas.
The war from overseas intervened 1918 all the way from Tennessee. So he was in there. He was in the war for a year before he took the nest.
Mm-hmm. So it says here in the beginning of verse 2, the note says, let's put this up here so people can see what we're looking at. So it says over here that, I don't know if it's going to show up and maybe cut off a little bit. There, you guys can see that. It says he had great difficulty reconciling his religious beliefs with his duty as a soldier, which is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get back to verse 2.
Alright, so when his faith had been put to the test, the call to arms he heeded. On the 8th of October he went and made a sergeant for his deeds, fearless leading the raid of war, machine gun on the hill, charged the enemy, taking prisoners by the power of his will.
Which is...
So the 8th of October is when they went out to set out, and on that day, he's on the day he took the hill.
Well, that could be the date he got his reward, though. I don't know if that's the date.
He made a sergeant, so that's the day he became sergeant. So he was leading a group of people up the hill.
Are people on the battlefield able to promote a soldiers like on the battlefield?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know too much about that, so that's probably when it happened. Obviously, a commanding officer would be like absolutely amazed at what he did, so he probably would get promoted on the spot for something like that.
It was either that or the commanding officer in his was dying and made, because in war, if a commanding officer, a CEO, dies, they have to appoint another one.
Mm-hmm.
So he got promoted probably while either the CEO was like, he did a good job, or that the CEO was in a dying state and promoted him.
Mm-hmm. Which is interesting.
But still, charging up a hill to a machine gun nest, even though it was in the Argonne forest, which were trees around,
mm-hmm.
that machine gun could have easily cut down through the trees and.
Yeah, which is crazy. Not to mention, there was probably people with rifles shooting at him too. Mm-hmm. It really, I mean, I hate to call it a miracle, but like, there's no other explanation for that. Like, what he did was pretty much near impossible, which is just like the coolest thing.
So let's go to the bridge. Okay. What Sergeant York achieved that day would echo in U.S. all the way to the U.S. It's 22nd all the way. Death from above is not what they say. So what happened was they had paratrooped in, and they had paratrooped down to the hill because they needed to take the hill. I can't remember what was the name of the hill. I can't remember what it was called, but they had to take the hill, that way they could have support over their base they had coming in. You know.
I'm assuming that the machine gun had either been mowing down or shooting down planes or something like that.
Exactly. And so he pretty much helped stop the Great War, because without those supplies that we had coming in, we wouldn't have won the war.
Mm-hmm. Which is absolutely insane to think that one man was able to do. I mean, obviously it wasn't just him. His platoon probably helped. But like, obviously, like it's only talk about him here, so he was probably the only one to went up there, and he probably thought that he was going to die going up there. He probably thought it was a suicide mission, but it was a last-ditch effort to save the people that he was with, which is
Hill 223. That's what it's called.
So I'm assuming that 82nd didn't get that term 82nd all the way until afterwards because of the impressive feat that he had done.
And also, Death from Above now is what they call it.
Isn't that like the slogan?
Death from Above, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Because of York.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah. And I think that's it for it.
Let's see what this says, actually. Not to the two motos that the 82nd has used in its history all the way when they were the 82nd Infantry and Death from Above as the 82nd Airborne, which is what my brother is going into. Which is awesome. Awesome to see.
Yep.
But yeah, so this song was an absolutely amazing history lesson.
And honestly, I'm not a big fan of Amaranth, but still, I have my heart for Sabaton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, this song, perfection.
Yeah, I hate to say it because, like, I've been getting really into Amaranth recently, and I've really, really liked their cover, but there's no comparison to the original. It's on a whole nother level. It makes me really want to get into Sabaton again, but the problem is that I don't want to get any more copyright blocks. I think they actually blocked my streaming privileges for I think it was 6 months because I'd gotten too many blocks. So that's the unfortunate thing. But yeah, I'm not going to rate this song because it's just absolute perfection. You can't rate perfection.
No.
So, do you have any closing remarks?
If you guys want to check out more Sabaton, I'll be posting some more of this album, The Great War. And he'll probably be along here with me. This is going to be going up on my channel for 1 week exclusive, and then it's going up on his on the 15th of this month. We're getting something, and it's going to be amazing. You guys are going to like it, hopefully. But, yeah. Anyways, this has been Magic Mike.
This has been Christ.
Have a good day, guys, and we'll see you in the next video.